Okay, so here we are on day 3. We are going to be looking at a bit of upper body and core today. Just starting with a pulse raiser like we have the last couple of days, bit of pulse raiser on mobility. So we're just kicking the heels up, opening up the chest. Remember, you're moving at your own pace, at your own range of movement. Bringing the knees up, just tapping with the hands to start with, rotating the upper body slightly. Just getting the body moving, ready for what's to come. So you can do wider arms on this one if you've got the space around you to do so, and if it feels good. Remember, movement should feel good. There might be some discomfort depending on stiffness or joint pain that might be going on for you, but that should generally ease. If you're getting pain at any point, then just let me know. Okay, so we're going to try some half lunges. Not coming all the way down yet, we're just warming up the joints, getting the body ready. I'm going to show you from sideways here. Still not going that deep. Just dropping the back knee, putting the weight through the front one as you lunge forwards, and getting a bit deeper if you can and if it feels good too. Remember, we're still warming up. So no pressure throughout any of these sessions. And we're going to do some arm circles. It's got some kind of funky chicken thing going on here. Looking back at these videos, it's all good fun. And rotating forward again with a bigger arm if you can, if you've got the space. And backwards. So you should be getting warmer, should be feeling maybe a little bit breathless, heart rate gone up slightly. We're going to come into a bit of a deeper lunge now. There goes my balance. And just to show that nothing is ever perfect, we are all human, and what we're aiming for in these 10-minute videos, for this 10 days, is some movement, some strength-based movement. It is simple as that. Remember, it's building a habit. It's not about perfect content at this stage. Never is, to be honest. Okay, so we're going to come down. We're going to do first exercise, which focuses on the back. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can progress this movement. So we're going to lie flat on the floor, hands out to the side just to support you to start with. And we're going to raise the chest off the floor, keeping your head in a neutral position, which just means facing forward. So you're not hyperextending the neck. So you're squeezing the butt, squeezing the muscles in the lower back, and pressing with your hands if you feel the need to. To progress this, you can raise your hands up with you so that you've got less support, and that becomes more intensive. And then we can also raise them straight out in front of us, which means we've got a longer lever. So again, more work on those muscles. Breathing through. This is the last progression. So we can also bring the arms back round, engaging more muscles in the back. But as always, you work to your level, what you're comfortable with. We're going to flip over onto our backs, and we're going to throw in some dead bugs whilst we're down here. Making sure you've got enough space. So bringing one foot off the floor and the other, right angle in the hips, right angle in the knees, right angle in the ankles even, and you should have a gap between your knees and your feet. Just placing the hands together above your chest, shoulders relaxed. We're just starting with some heel taps. So I want you to focus on keeping your belly button engaged, pulled down to the mat. But you want to be breathing through this exercise. And to progress this, as some of you will know already, we can extend that leg. Again, if that feels good on your back, we want engagement in the core. We want to be able to feel the movement. You can see here, just alternating arm with the opposite leg. And again, that's going to bring in even more tension. Okay? But you can stick with any level that I've just shown. All right, we are going to come to a chair, a sofa, a small table, a kitchen worktop, whatever you want to use for these. Okay, so we're going to do some press ups here, keeping your grip narrow so that your elbows are brushing past your ribs. Again, head is in neutral, my hips are coming forward with me. If you want to go onto the floor for these, take it nice and steady. Look at my hips, they're coming forward with me. This is the advanced version. If that's a little bit too much too soon, we can go to box press ups. So basically sticking your bum out. Okay, so you're just using less of your body weight. We're going to go back to the bench. So ideally you'll have a chair, a sofa, and your bum's coming forward with you. That's probably the biggest challenge that I see with press ups. Bring your whole body towards the sofa or chair with you. Little rests. We're going to go for round 2. We're working lower back, chest, core. Really, really simple. We are just over halfway through already. So we've had a pulse raiser, mobility. Now we're doing our 3 upper body exercises. So we're working the lower back here. Breathing through these movements. And take a time to check in with yourself. How are you feeling now that you've been moving for 6-7 minutes? Better than when you started? Tired? Maybe beginning to feel energized? What exercises? We're going to go back to the dead bugs now. Your version again. So heel taps, just the leg, or opposite arm to opposite leg. What exercise out of these 3 challenges you the most? Which one do you like, if any? So really pulling the belly button down to the floor. Remember, we're roughly doing around 12 to 16 reps of this. I'm just demonstrating the heel tap again. Breathing through the movement. Trying not to hold your breath. So you're pulling your belly button in. This will engage your pelvic floor as well. We're going to go back to our press-ups. Our raised press-ups on knees. Nice and simple. Nice and manageable. The higher the chair is, or the worktop, or the windowsill, or the table, whatever you're using, the higher that is, the easier it's going to be. Okay, so the closer you take your body down to the floor, the more challenging that's going to be for you. We're doing 10 to 12 of these. But remember, again, we're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for 10 minutes of movement, engaging some muscles, loosening up some joints, raising the heart rate, and getting those feel-good hormones pumping. We've got time to squeeze in one more round. Just checking my stopwatch there. Here we go. So using those muscles. And if this is starting to get fatiguing, you know, it's starting to get too much, or those muscles are, you know, starting to tell you that they've had enough, adjust the movement. Make it easier for you. And if it's still feeling pretty easy, maybe try a progression on this last set. Taking your hands off the floor or extending them straight out in front of you. We're going to go for our last set of dead bugs. Here we go. Belly button down to the floor. Spine nice and stretched out. Opposite leg to opposite arm. And this pace is good. We never want to rush these. And also, if it's feeling too easy and you can't feel it in your core, it could be that your knees are too close to your chest. So we're looking for those right angles, remember. We want some tension in the core. We want to be able to strengthen that. So important. Okay, last set of press-ups. We have just hit 10 minutes. So we've got an extra bonus 30 seconds or so on today's workout. And remember, if 2 rounds was enough, great. If you want to add another round because you've got, I don't know, a couple of more minutes left, absolutely great as well. But it was 10 minutes. And look what we have achieved. Simples. All right. Well done, everyone.